Hi and welcome to the 5-Minute Business Boost, where you get to choose your 5-minute investment. It could be topics under the headings, business development, marketing or photography, or even a mix of all three. There'll be discussions, reviews, how-tos, tips and tricks, and so much more, depending on how I, your host, Sam Hicks, is feeling. So possums, listen up and here we go. Hi, Sam Hicks here and welcome to the 5-Minute Business Boost. Today in this podcast episode, I talk about having good quality images. We are also very visual in all our channels. Everything we watch, everything we consume these days is either video or good quality images and content. So content is still king, but there's a large proportion of us small business owners who like to post with images or stills in a world amongst videos. We also need good images for all our digital marketing, but let's tackle socials today, sort of targeting Instagram today. I've noticed all my Instagram posts in my feed are 99% video these days, and that's okay, but the reason I liked Insta as a platform originally was the images, the photographic background, I suppose, coming through, but I just loved what you could do with images, filters, all those things, or just plain images. Reels are fun too, but it's pushing the video, I suppose, in the response to the TikTok growth trend. Anyway, I digress. Back to images or stills. We have learned to make single images to post, so because our devices have made us all photographers. Apps have made it easy. Sometimes we can use multiple images. We've learned to make carousels in Facebook, for example, or make images into video via TikTok or by using Canva. Social media, as I said, really does make it easy for all of this. Just a few pushes of a button and a trim here and a filter there, and then off we go. But the power of visuals is undeniable, especially when organic reach is declining, making the way for boosted posts, and small business owners do really need to master the basics of audience targeting, along with considering an e-commerce via the platform as well. So there's all these things swirling around in our heads. Now, an image is the biggest lure on social media since our brains respond swiftly to images and colour compared to other sorts of information. So how do we acquire that attention? How do we cut through the clutter? So remembering it is all about posting photos relevant to your target demographic. Your audiences will be drawn in by that visual content. And we all know by using images and photos on social media, your website or in your emails can help you get that message out to a wider audience. Readers, followers and fans are drawn in by visuals, which can function as a real magnet. So let's be honest, it's a huge draw card for us, a great image as well as a great copy. Who doesn't get gooey over goats or pussycats or pizza or an image of some food that just makes you want to lick the screen? So what makes a good image or great image on socials? Wherever possible in socials, we should use clear, non-blurry photos, unless it's a creative, arty-farty shot look that you're looking for, and have sharp graphics if adding a graphic component. The story can be told more quickly and concisely using those images rather than text alone. An image or a video can often stand alone in social media posts while still conveying your entire message to your audience. So then, is text a viable option? I ponder. Many plain posts, I mean those plain single coloured tiles with text overlay rather than just an image, are starting to appear more and more. Maybe it's just the businesses and topics I follow in Insta, but I see it as an increase of text and infographics coming through all the time. And I think it's a great alternative to just images and videos in my feed. So if you're adding text, it should always be clear and legible. Text and background should contrast sufficiently to make it readable, and you want it to pop. A pet peeve is logos over images that don't have their backgrounds removed, so it's a white square blob with the logo. Ew. Ugh. It just makes me cringe. For my socials, I use a logo with the background removed when I've used the DSLRs or it's a collaboration between businesses. But other than that, I post them usually without a logo. So do I need a bit of a plan around there? You know I'm going to say yes. Yep, you do. A one-pager. That's my speciality. Just ask me about it. Anyway, so visual strategies, the plan, needs to consider the following. It needs to have some work done around the audience analysis. What kind of visual content would your followers respond to? Cats, coffee, sunsets, product or new release clothing, or your product on a public figure? Or what about some very cute goats? Always got to throw some goats in. That's for you, Boolaroo. Do some research on your audiences using analytics and Google what images are trending. That'll give you a bit of an idea. Organise your thoughts into a visual representation of your feelings, your brand or your environment. Add material, colour palettes and other visualisations that will assist you to decide on a path. Some Instagrammers just use very simple plain colours. Others have vibrant, bright colours in their tiles. Themes and pillars can also be used to spice things up. Refer to your social media plan, that one-pager you've got, to see how many testimonials, brand pillars or topics you do have and see what can fit underneath those topics. Try not to make it all salesy too. Nothing worse. Remember, it's about storytelling. And each platform needs its own tailored approach along with timing, so a one fit to all ain't going to work. Also think about those images. Staged images are nice. Lay flats work really well. Clean, sharp images with plain single items, plain coloured or beautiful backgrounds work well too. So do organic non-staged images. So mix it up a bit, unless you are continuing on with a consistent theme. Try to upload awe-inspiring images where you can. Think about those backgrounds, seek out all the camera settings on your phone or your device. Play with the settings, and you may need to take one image one way and try to tweak the settings for the next image. Try portrait mode, try zoom. Ensure the grids are showing up on the screen to position your subject in the middle or to one side to create some interest. Play with filters and have some fun. Depth of field is also a useful tool, and using natural lighting at night as well as monochromatic looks work really well too. Try to take the same image from a different perspective. Put your camera upside down, lay down, stand above. Remember, again, just play and have fun. Some of the most liked images have been taken on the spur of the moment, are authentic and all from a different point of view. And don't forget the use of humour. We all need to see good news stories and have a laugh. My top 10 tips and tricks for great iPhone photos was listed in my newsletter, but are in the show notes here. Thanks for tuning in. Really appreciate it. Feel free to subscribe, follow or share. Get in contact to suggest topics for discussion, and remember, in business, anything is possible, especially in the northeast of Victoria. Until next time, cheerio.